If you are over 40 and keep restarting your health every Monday, maybe it's not a motivation problem. You have a structure problem.
When you watch the Olympics, you're seeing structure at work, not inspiration. Athletes don't rely on feeling motivated, especially at the Olympic level. They rely on daily reps, and that's exactly how sustainable health is. At 25, you can get away with chaos. At 45 and 50, you can't.
You could eat anything you wanted to, and you'd still be in great shape because you're young and hot bod and strong. Remember those days?
I'm still a hot bod, but yeah, I do remember. It's like I could lose weight just by thinking about
You
it.
could pull an all-nighter. I cannot stay up past,
But our metabolism slows as we age. Our stress goes up. We sleep lighter, at least I do. And this is probably funny for me, but our muscle declines. Angela, my muscle is declining. And
You mean
so
you
is
can only move your hands?
barely, and so are your muscles declining if you don't do any work.
Not mine, but they would if I let them.
Yeah, if you didn't do any work. But having a structure might have seemed extreme when you were 20. When you get older, it's not excessive, it's protective.
Motivation fails. You need structure. It might seem extreme sometimes. And when you think about it, you went to school, structure. You went to volleyball practice, structure. So really, you want to be a free spirit or whatever, but structure is what gets you through the day doing all the things you're supposed to do. I could do a majillion things when I was in high school. Today, I'm happy if I get you up out of bed and dressed. That's an accomplishment. But anyway, I can be fired up on Sunday. I'm going to meal prep. I'm going to plan. I'm going to do all the things. Fresh new mindset. Actually, for me, when I'm going to bed, I'm like, tomorrow I'm going to tackle the day. I'm going to get it all done. I'm going to do it all. And then maybe we had a rough night. Maybe I'm a little groggy in the morning. I don't know. Whatever it is. So stress creeps in. I forgot about my structure. I wrote down that plan on that piece of paper. I don't know what happened to the piece of paper. Where did it go? I don't know. And suddenly I'm negotiating with myself. Well, I don't have to get the thing done, or I can do it tomorrow, or another day of not getting to my workout.
Yeah, tomorrow always becomes tomorrow.
There's always another tomorrow, and you are not going to get anything done tomorrow. I'll tell you right now. Last week, we know we should do the thing, but we can't do it. We procrastinate. Why is that, Dr. Ryan Russell?
Motivation is emotional energy, and emotional energy fluctuates. If your health depends on emotion, if your Olympic performance depends on emotion, your results are going to fluctuate. They're going to change like your emotions change. And that's just biology. Brains conserve energy by doing that when they're under stress, but structure removes that daily negotiation.
Structure makes the decision for you. So when your brain is tired, you don't have to. Structure is simple. You eat what you plan, you eat what you already prepped. Even if there's snacks, even if the girls at church, at the girl club Galentine's event brought Oreo balls, you already decided, am I going to eat the snacks tonight or am I not? It's up to you. You walk, even if it's just a short walk, even if it's taking the dog out. You go to bed when you say you would. If you've made the plan and the decision before, you just have to refer back to your own decision. You do yourself a favor of building structure for your future self to refer back to, even if it's like future, like yourself at the end of today. Well, I decided I was going to go to bed on time. Let me do that so I can keep my word to myself. It's not dramatic. It's just repetitive. And when you master the art of repetition and doing it, even if it's boring or even if you forgot, you'll find success. Success is built in your daily routine.
You made me think of an example of somebody that, not the Olympics, but Brandon Sanderson. The guy writes like 5 novels a year. They're over 300,000 words each. I've written 1 novel in a year. I'm working on it more. He writes like 2,000 words a day. That's Olympic athlete level performance.
Shout out to Brandon, the Olympic level writer.
Yeah, I got to start doing that. I got to not let things get in my way of writing.
But if you make the decision, I'm going to write X amount of words per day, go right ahead. There you go. Yeah. Be the boss of your own self.
Yes. And so here's where that applies to health. I mean, they knew it was coming, right, Angela?
I hope so. If you didn't know we're going to talk about health coaching, you don't know us. But now that you're here, good for you. Hit that like so we can see you again.
So, yes, sustainable health is built on what the athletes do, but by having a structure, you have fewer daily decisions, you have consistent sleep timing, regular movement, I just move my fingers. External accountability, and that stabilizes blood sugar, preserves muscle, and improves energy. It's not hyper emotion, it's repetition.
And I love what you're saying about all this. Instead of asking, how do I stay motivated? Ask yourself, what is my daily rep? How many curls am I going to do today? Look at my little chart. How many am I supposed to do today? Check it off. Protein forward meals, 1 20-minute walk, one earlier bedtime every single day, done again and again. But not everything all at once, just one, just the next step in front of you. And that's what builds your daily habit.
I need to start listening to you more, Angela.
You probably do.
Yeah.
How are we going to get through this next minute? Some of us go through the day like a tornado and don't know what we're doing next. But then again, when I think about it, I do have a daily routine I do every single day. But if you're not intentional about it, you're going to do things that maybe aren't moving the needle forward in your health or your life or whatever your goal is. So intentionally, you take those habits and that structure and you be the boss of you rather than just floating through the air like a feather, like a Forrest Gump.
Well, Angela, something I see in you that I see in a lot of moms, your daily things involve being a mom and a wife. You know, you've got the things you have to do for me. You've got the things you have to do for our son. You've got to go for a ride every day. So you excel at definitely making sure you get everybody else's stuff done.
Yes.
But by not planning, if we're going to miss something, it's going to be something for you.
Well, I can't leave you guys hungry. I can't leave the cats hungry. Somebody just bought a case of Sheba, and the cats are like, we don't want any more dry food. We want the Sheba. So they nag me until they get it. The dog wants to eat food. What is that? He wants water every day.
I know.
So yeah, it's easy to put yourself last because you have to, if you're not intentional enough, you won't get it all done. And I'll say to you, okay, it's time for me to sit on the couch. Leave me alone.
Yeah. And guess what? I stay at the computer and I don't go bother her. Well, until I need it, like my foot adjusted or something. But you know, we can't always get 100% performance out of ourselves.
You can't always be that Norwegian guy sprinting up the hill on his skis. Did you see that?
Yeah.
6 miles a minute on those skis uphill in the snow.
And then he like takes it easy for a minute.
I was like, why did he slow down? He had a 10-second lead and he finished with a 0.8-second lead. And then I thought, well, maybe in other cultures, it's like kind of like, let me not totally kick your ass. Let me just beat you a little bit and win. I don't know. You know when they call a little league game when the other team was like up by 20 because maybe it like was polite to finish closer. I don't know. Or maybe he's like, I don't have to. Had he already set the record? I don't know. He almost didn't win. Almost 1 second.
Yeah.
It's a long time, but still, I wanted him to beat him by 10 seconds.
But even the ones that don't get on the podium, the sixth place person out there, they still have Olympic consistency. Maybe we don't lose the weight we're trying to lose as fast as it could be possible. But if we stay consistent, we know that we will lose what we have as a goal.
So what you're saying is if you do your structure consistently and you mess up one day, hop back on the horse.
Yeah. Don't be like, well, I'm not going to get my goal at the time I planned it.
In other words, if you have one flat tire, don't slash the other three. Okay. Hey, let me tell you something. You and me and he are not going to be at the Olympics. We are over the hill. We don't have that kind of ethic. We're not up at 5 in the morning skating and lifting weights. And even if we were, you know we wouldn't get there. Come on.
Speak for yourself.
But those people who don't medal, who aren't on the podium, they are number one in their country and they are good enough to be in the Olympics and they should be very proud. But guess what? You can gold medal in your own life. Consistent reps, eating, habits of health, and you can win the gold medal on your own bod and we will cheer for you.
All right, Angela, you got me. I mean, I do have a PhD and a master's. I've written a book and married a really gorgeous woman, but I also played a whole lot of computer games.
You could win the gold medal in World of Warcraft.
No, I don't even play video games enough to be good at them. But imagine where I could have been if I hadn't played video games, if I'd had the Olympic structure.
I could have been a contender. What we're saying is life's a journey, not a destination. I don't know if you're going to meet your goal, but you can meet your daily goal of structure, reps, eating right, being a decent person, making the right choices, choosing the right. If you're tired of restarting and ready to build structure that lasts. We help people with their daily reps, not necessarily weightlifting, kind of like that, but your daily reps of habits of health. Real support, real accountability, because when your health stabilizes, everything in your life gets easier. Team USA!
Yeah!